I didn't show you how to monetize something as simple as a PowerPoint. So, on today's gym drop, day 7, I'm going to show you how to monetize. And guess what? I spelled it wrong. Let me go here and change this real quick. Monetize. I do that a lot. It's okay. We don't worry about stuff like that, do we? Nope. Entrepreneurs, entrepreneur. There it is. Better, better. All right, great. So that's one of the reasons and the ways to know that something is live. When you see a mistake made, tell you that. Okay, so on today's gym drop, I'm going to show you how I was able to take a regular PowerPoint and then position it for monetization. So I took a PowerPoint and turned it into something else. If y'all want to see that, let me know. I am going to get started. It is 9 and the Monetize Your Life Guide, just like it says on the screen there. The Monetize Your Life Guide is live with the idea that in this 30 days, y'all remember, in these 30 days, I am able to show you a couple of things that you didn't know and that you're able to apply. So I'm looking for what I typically use here is I want to show you this right here because some people are brand new. Some people are going to be coming in from all over the place. I've been inviting a couple people and they're going to be brand new. Now, I haven't invited anybody to come on the show because, well, I can get out of hand real quick. So as you know, if you've seen this before, if this is brand new to you, this is what I'm going to be showing you to do in this 30 days. It's with the idea that you learn how to create a digital product a day. So I've been doing different things. Digital product a day, some are going to be a little more difficult. I started off with that so I can get the looky-loos out of here, right? But then if we can create stuff like this, a digital product, in this case, a book, from your ideas, this is the key, right? We do it from your ideas. We're then going to create all kind of content that we can put places, YouTube, IG, TikTok, X, if you're into X, LinkedIn, Facebook, and etc. Right? The ideal is that we're going to create all these different pieces. And this is the opportunity I am making to you. So if you're brand new, here's the opportunity, 30-day digital product a day. And because it is the season where people are offering Black Friday deals. Now, y'all know, if you've been here before, you know how I feel about that. 2 days, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, then I'm going to offer you like money off for 2 days. No, I'm going to do it for 30 days. And you get a chance to work with me and you get to pay what you want. You can call me up and says, hey man, or you can, get in touch with me, email, DM, and says, I want you to show me this. But hopefully I'm going to be showing you enough where you go, wait a minute. He is really showing me showing me enough that I can go out there now and create these kinds of things. And when you want me to give you some more help, click on one of the things I'm going to be leaving on the screen. Click on that. Dive in. Let's do it. I help a lot of people. Here's some things some people have said. Da 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 da. I always help people get after it and go out there and monetize things. Now this is for educational purposes only. I am not giving you financial advice. People that try to make money online and off, it's not typical and buy guaranteed or even promise that they will, nor will you. Right? People try these things, make zero. Why? Because they don't do nothing. Just saying. Used to be me. I used to do nothing. I used to think and I used to learn and I used to buy and then I was learning, but I wasn't earning. Let's stop that. Let me show you a couple of things that I'm going to be doing personally so that you can get into this stuff the same way I'm into this stuff. Okay. All right. Here's one. I'm going to leave some links on. I'm going to scroll some links down at the bottom so you can see where, if you want to buy your boy some coffee so I can keep this thing up. It's like 9:04 right now. And it gets kind of tiring. So we're going to rush this thing through. And I'm going to give you as much as I possibly can, as much as you can take in. If you're watching it on YouTube, then go into the description fields and grab some of the tools that I talk about. The tools absolutely help me keep this kind of stuff going. keeps me allowing myself to do this without going to get that 9 to 5. Hey, nothing against the 9 to 5ers, but I'm saying. So I'm going to be leaving stuff right here. Buy me a coffee at the bottom. Now you've seen some of the other links, how I leave them in here too. If you want to buy me a coffee, if you're enjoying the show, you can buy the coffee. You can click it, but some people are watching on their phones and they may not be able to click the thing. What I tell people is to just click it and then go back to it a little bit later. Google will let you do that. Or if you got the iPhone, it will too. All right. So let's jump in. Now, earlier today, I was able and had the pleasure of doing this is my third, live podcast kind of a thing, right? So I did one earlier with a collaborator. And if you're on some of my social media stuff, then you'll see it. You can go around and check out some of my social media things. I had literally put out there some of the things that I was going to be showing y'all today. So they get a chance to see it. If they missed the live, okay, that's the way it goes. But let's look at how we turn a PowerPoint. First things first, let's pull the PowerPoint up. And I'm going to see if you can see this real quick over here. I'm going to put it over here for you. And I'm going to literally show you the whole PowerPoint because it's quite a bit. It's quite a few things in here. But this is some really good stuff. You'll be able to see how we do this or how I actually do this. And then you get a chance to kind of go along and check it out yourself, okay? All right, so let's take a look. Really, really quick. Here's how it looks. Now, this is just a standard old PowerPoint. It's got good stuff in here, right? You see I'm going through, regular stuff. It's a longer PowerPoint because we're going to be creating stuff from this PowerPoint so that we can monetize it. Now, you send somebody a 10-page, a 10-slide PowerPoint that says, give me money. Well, they should say, I'm not giving you a dime. So in this case, we're turning this PowerPoint into monetizable stuff. Now, I talk about this all the time. How do we create these digital assets? This is what I'm teaching you. This is what I'm showing you today. And this is what I'm inviting you to come in and do more of with me one-on-one. And because it's December, because it's that time of the year, and I'm feeling generous, I'm saying you can pay me what you want. Or if you see me over at the coffee, I go to the Wealthy Street Coffee House and drink coffee. So you might come over there and go, buy this guy 1,000 coffees. Wait a minute, that's a lot. Coffees don't cost a lot. In these right here, I think they're only $5. So look, we're going to go through this PowerPoint, all of these different slides. Watch this. I'm not going to go to this side. So we got all these different slides that we're going to go through and we're going to create something amazing from them. That is the key to creating these digital assets. We got to stop relying on Facebook and we got to stop relying on YouTube and we got to stop relying on all of these platforms that, guess what, we do not own. It's like renting somebody else's land. Then they tell you, well, you can't put this on it, Facebook, or we're going to put you in Facebook jail. If you ever experience that, it's hard to get out. Or, that's content that we don't like. And you're like, hey, I'm trying to make a living here, brother. And they go, well, we don't care because this is our land. Wow. So you start doing things like this, right? Creating things that are of help to each other, people. Now, in this case, I was working with my good friend and collaborator, Ashley, and we were creating something for people in the workspace, right? People that are working 9 to 5 jobs, because there's a lot of weird things happening in that space right now. And we want to be of service and help people. Now we put together a little something called Ashran Career Solutions. And in that, we're helping people figure this stuff out, whether it is, in this case, how do you leave a job? Or in other cases, how do you go get another one and do some good stuff as a result of it? So we're going through that literally earlier today. We jammed on it and it was super fun. And I mean, this is something that we, want you to pay attention to. Then what I did was I says, well, let me create something for that. So now I had a chance to go over. Now watch this. I'm going to show you a couple of things that I did. Remember, It's all about creating from your creativity and using things and tools that we now have available to us. And like I said, I wouldn't be worth my salt trying to say I'm the monetize your life guy and I don't show you how to monetize your life. This is a part of your life, right? Things that you do every single day. Well, what oftentimes happens is that nobody shows us how to unlock this stuff. Well, 30 days of this, and it's going to be a whole bunch of different things. You want to jump on and buy me some coffee? One of the best things to do is get on my calendar. I put it up there on the screen. Get on my calendar so I can walk you through this stuff slowly. And I can walk you through this stuff based on what you do for a living. If you don't even have to be making a living. I'm going to show you how to monetize your life. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, right? So, okay, that's the first thing. First thing, we got a PowerPoint. Second thing is we have to ask ourselves this question. Well, how should this PowerPoint get into the hands of other people? Should I charge for it? Absolutely. Because this is 60 slides of some power packed stuff. Then the next thing that Ashley and I did is that we got on camera and using our experiences. Now, y'all might know me from the business space, but a little bit of life ago, I used to do this work, helping people do their resumes, helping them get jobs. I was director of workforce development for an organization right here in town. I got a master's degree in organizational development. A lot of people just see me and they see me teaching and they see me doing these cat podcasts and all this kind of stuff and forget, hey, wait a minute, this guy's done some other stuff. So I'm bringing all of that. I got with my collaborator, Ashley, and I collaborate a lot. So if you got something that you want to bring to the table and you go, hey, you know how to do this stuff, I know how to do this stuff, maybe we can come together. I'm literally in the season of collaborating because here's what I found. We can go a lot further together. If you've been over to one of my groups over here, I call it the African American Mentoring Network. And I call it the African American Mentoring Network for a reason. You go right over to Facebook. And I had like stopped messing around with it for a while because I was busy and all that kind of stuff. And I've just come back. It's because, each one teach one, right? If we can show each other stuff, how to do things, then we can help each other. We can mentor each other, right? It doesn't have to be a you show up and we go out for coffee kind of thing. It could be something like this as a mentorship. So again, if you want to support this work, I certainly would appreciate it. Get on my calendar here so that we can do some things one-on-one, because sometimes these lives and these things, they go past each people, the people are watching the lawyer show or they're watching Landman or whatever it is, right? I've decided to give up TV so that I can be of greater service. Just saying. So that's what we're going to be doing here. Get on the counter, give me some coffee if you want to. I got a link down there below if you want to do that. Grab it, go over and support the channel. If you want to go over to my main YouTube channel, it's Randy Outerbridge, Monetize Your Life Guy. Go over there and just binge watch all of the stuff that I put out there. I'm teaching like crazy over there. I don't do all the fancy graphics and all that kind of stuff and stuff moving and all that mess, man, because I just want to get you the information as opposed to standing on one foot and dancing and all that kind of stuff, right? Hey, no problem with those who do that. But anyway, so let me show you what I did. Now you see the PowerPoint, right? You've been able to see the PowerPoint. That's a basic PowerPoint. Now let's turn it into something even better. Now it's going to take a little bit, but this is the next thing that I did. I'm going to show you this real quick. So I went over and I says, let me code something up. Let's see if I can code something up. And it's going to be the actual employment book, The Art of Leaving Well. Now, some people says, oh man, I misread that. I thought it said Art of Living Well. Nah, Art of Leaving Well. So because we are talking about workforce development stuff, the Art of Leaving Well. So now here is the actual code, right? I was able to get it coded up. Boom, 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 right there it is right there. It looks pretty good, but at the same time, I says, I don't know what this is. I can't tell. So what I did was I took this code right here. Now, if y'all remember, these are some of the steps from some of the other day. Again, PowerPoint to now coding something up, right? So I wanted to make sure that I can put it on a page that looked good. I'm going to show you this page real quick. I put it in over here. Oh, you can't see that. So I put it in over here. That was the next thing I did, was able to take it from here and then put it on another app that then allowed us to see it in a different way. That's one of the key things. Can we take information, put it differently so that it can be seen in a different way, and then we can go out there and monetize it? If that's your jam, if that's what you're all about, that's what we're doing. All right. Sometimes, hey, don't worry about if this thing gets a little staticky. I'm moving stuff around. I got 88 tabs open, so it might get a little slow. Don't worry about it. All right. So I'm going to show you this real quick. Go over to this tab here. This is, oh, not that tab. I want the other tab. So let me show you the other tab real quick. That's another reason you know that stuff is not artist leaving well. Let's see if I can find this darn thing. There it is. It's hiding from me. Okay, so I'm using a tool called Notebook Plus Plus. So what I did was I put it in over here, and I'm showing you step by step so that you can look at this and go, wait a minute, I got this. All right, cool. And then I made sure that I saved it. This is the key. You want to make sure you save it as. Then when you save it as, you're going to save it as whatever you want to save it as. In this case, let's just call it test. Let's call it test something, right? Notebook Plus Plus. Why Notebook Plus Plus? Because Notebook Plus Plus allows you to put the code in right away. So instead of putting it there, let's go ahead and put it in our download so we can grab it real quick. Okay. Now again, some of this, look, I'm not a coder. I just learned to do this. It's kind of like I was listening to a guy the other day and he says, well, do you have to be a photographer to pick up a camera and learn it? No. But you become a photographer as you do this stuff. If you had Adobe Plus, Adobe, and then Canva came along and said, you don't need to do all that stuff. Well, guess what? That's it. All right. So, okay, did that. Now let's go to the next one because I want to show you what this ends up becoming after we're done looking at it all crazy. This looks like, oh my gosh, I don't know what this is, but it turns into something extremely good looking. I'll show you that here in a second. All right, so let's go and pop this other one in. Let's stop sharing this one. Let's grab this one right here. This is what it's going to end up becoming, y'all. And this is the fun part. Ooh, this is so much fun. When you jump into it and you get it and you go, wait, this stuff right here is everything. Let's go ahead and pop it open real quick so you can see it. Be ready to be amazed, my friends. Here it is right here. This is from what we just saw. Look at that. Look at that thing. Moves. It's it's beautiful. The art of leaving well. And it is showing you now, if I click this right here, it goes right over to the next thing we created that we can then monetize. Now, here's what we're doing. So we say we got this page right here. Now, if you've been doing any work with me in the entrepreneurial space, I talk about creating pages so that they can go out like little soldiers for you and wrestle up some money and bring it back to you. Again, this is for educational purposes. I'm not giving you financial advice. Here's my disclaimer. People that try to make money online or off make nothing sometimes. But look at this. Now we've got this pretty thing that is going to go out there and do some wonderful work for us. Now, what I haven't shown you is where we're going to put it next. I'll probably do that in some upcoming episodes. Again, this is only day 7. I'm showing 30 days. You want to work with me, jump in, get in there. If you want to buy me a coffee, here it is, really easy on the screen because I had it up like this before. Let's see, I had it up like this and people were like, bro, I couldn't listen to you and tap that thing. I said, fine. Well, then do this. Grab it from down here and then maybe you can buy me some coffee. Okay, great. So here it is, y'all. It is Leave Well, Arrive Better. Get your copy. Get your flip book here. That's it. The next thing we created was a flip book, and that's where the monetization comes in. I told you I wouldn't be worth my salt if I didn't tell you how to monetize your life. Are you saying to me that you can't come up with an idea, really, that you can't come up with an idea and then take some of the things I'm showing you right now. Literally, I'm showing you these things live. And I'm showing you these things live for a reason. I want you to be able to go, I think I can do that. Randy's going to help me. He said he'll help me. And he said I can name my own price. Seriously. Now, after December, that stops. But I want you to be able to go, wait, what if I bought this for somebody else? A gift. Well, what if? That's so much fun. Buy somebody a gift of how to make a good living. How about that? He says, hey, what'd you get from me, grandma? What'd you get from me, grandpa? It says, I got you a course with that guy. I got you time with that guy. He's going to show you how to get off my couch. I'm just, I shouldn't say that, but seriously, get off my couch. Because sometimes, even though people have gone to school, guess what? They don't know how to do nothing. Really. Bachelor's, master's. What did they teach you to do? I can write a good paper. Man, forget that paper. So this is what we're doing. Taking the ideas, turning them into things that we can then go and sell. I'm doing 30 days of this. All my friends out there, I got some that I called out and says, hey, I told you I was going to do the 30 days. You said you wanted to do it. And here's the challenge. Come on in. Let's do it. And then some of them have come in. If they get past another 8 minutes, sorry, because I want to be respectful of your time, show you enough that you can, get out there and go, I think I got some of it. Try some stuff, right? Taking all of my ideas. These are my ideas. I mean, I got a pile of them. Create stuff, go out there, then take that and make offers from them. I'm going to be showing you that coming up. Each day that I do this is different. I'm showing you a little bit of this is the same, but I'm showing you how to do different things. I don't script this stuff. And the reason I'm not scripting it is because to me, that wouldn't be real. It's like, let's see if I got this right. I am scripting real. No, I was tempted though. I wasn't feeling, 100% earlier today. And I was like, man, maybe I could just do a video and just run that. But I decided not to do that. I decided not to do scripts. I want to be live so you can say that dude's live. If he can do it, I know I can get out there and do it. Let's jam. Let's get it. All right. So that's one of the things I wanted to make sure that you're able to see. All right. I see a couple people in here. All right. I see you. I feel you. I see you. Going to make some noise. There it is. Now, and they're saying, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's why I'm sharing. I don't mind. Now you may go, I can't believe he's giving all this away. Well, here it is. You can buy me some coffee. Come on with it. All right. Buy some coffee there. Let's see. What else do I want to show you today? What else can I show you that would, here's some stuff that I've done, right? So if you want to go ahead and look at this right here, if on the bottom, I'm scrolling on the bottom, some places where I've already created some stuff. Some people got all kinds of excuses why they can't make this stuff. Oh, I can't pay for Shopify, or I can't pay for this. Well, what if I told you that they don't even charge? Gumroad doesn't charge. Put your stuff on there. I got a buddy right now that I'm in the middle of helping make his first $1,000 using an app that he generated. He generated this app that for Christmas time, I'm gonna help him make songs for people. It's brilliant. The guy is a producer in Hollywood, and I'm telling you, starting tomorrow, I'm going to be putting that thing together for him. Y'all seeing how I'm going to do it. And we're going to be going out there and having a ball, helping people do something very, very unique. That's the gift. That's the thing I want to share with y'all. All right. So here's one of my items here. Right. One of the other things you can do right here, I like to scroll these things from time to time saying, hey, look, get on my guides. This is a lot of free stuff out there that I actually give away. Yeah, give them away. Why not? All right, so here's next. You saw what we created there. Now you saw that we turned that into a page. Now, here's the great thing about the page. If you get a lot of traffic to your page, could you then say to somebody, hey, you like come to the page? I said, yeah, you got some interesting things. Now we'd add more stuff, obviously. And then you can say, well, when you come to the page, if you see something on here you like, go ahead and grab it. Just like I'm doing right now. So that then becomes how you've created again and monetized from a PowerPoint. Yeah. You monetize from a PowerPoint because now you're bringing people to a page and then they pay you to be on the page because of what's on the page. Now, I know it sounds simple and you may have heard some of this before, but shoot, what we got for the next 23 days, string those things together. And I will have fulfilled my promise of saying I'm doing 30 days. At first, I was like, 30 days, that's a lot to give away, but I don't care. There's more coming. And all I'm asking you to do is what? Get some guides, buy some coffee if you want, jump on and look into, here's some other ones. Look into some of the apps. I put some apps. If you're looking at this on YouTube, you can go right in there into YouTube, and I put some of the apps that I use to run my whole business. So you can go grab that app right now, right over there to YouTube. Look at my channel. It's Randy Otterbury. It's the one that says Monetize Your Life Guy. I got a couple channels. Yeah, as any enterprising entrepreneur would do, right? Slightly ADHD entrepreneur. They might as well call it what it is. We all have ADHD if you're an entrepreneur sometimes, right? Focus. Yeah, right. Anyway, so y'all seeing how we're doing it? Some of the tools that I'm going to be using are in the description field if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're seeing it on Facebook because I put some stuff out there, then I've got some apps that you can click on, or I got some information that you can click on. Sometimes you may have to refine things a little bit, and I use ChatGPT a little earlier for that. If you notice, I also use Claude. I'm teaching you how to do this stuff. Come on in. I am literally going to walk you through this, how to do it. Sometimes, like all of us, when we're brand new to something, we need training wheels. Don't get offended. And then we get off the training wheels. Once we get off the training wheels, then we got it ourselves and we can ride wherever we want to ride. And then eventually we throw the bike and, into the basement and start driving. That's the point. We get out there, do things like that. You want to support this stream, go right ahead. I am most appreciative of you doing that. Want to get on the calendar? That is right up there. I'm going to put that at the top. All kinds of stuff moving. That's because I want you to be able to get more of this. Hey, after the 30 days, maybe I'll just keep doing lives. But, I know she's going to be like, hey, bro, we can't buy no bread with free. Oh, anyway. All right. So I'm going to show you a couple of other things. One other thing, I can't remember if I put this in the description field, but you might have to use some GPT. I'll show you really, really quickly if I can find this in the searches, in the chats. Let's go search chats. I don't think I can find it right now, but I wanted to show you that sometimes we've got to use ChatGPT to fix some code. I have to do that a lot. That's one of the valuable things about having, ChatGPT and using Claude and then using some other tools is that sometimes each one has a plus and then another one has a minus. And then you go, well, if I put those things together, or another one, it has a plus and a minus. This one has a plus and a plus. This one just has a plus. So if we put them together, then we can create these things. As you noticed, I created not only from the PowerPoint itself, but I also created a book from it. Now, what can I do with the book? All kinds of things. I'm going to be showing you more as we go, that we're going to break that apart even and do more with it. So right now, we got our book. All right. Let me see if I can show you the book real quick. I don't know where it's at. It's hidden around here somewhere. But if it's actually, I put it on Facebook. No, Facebook is real funny. So Facebook is like, bro, you can't just be sending people somewhere else. We like them, keep them on app. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, here it is. I think this might be it. Let me see if I can log in real quick. Be respectful of your time. It's already 9:30. I like to get out of here by 9:30. So I'm going to show you this real quick. And if you want to get this particular app, I'm going to share it with you inside of, if you want to jump into one of the courses, I'll share it into you inside there. So here it is right here. The art of leaving well. I build all kinds of stuff like that. Look at that. There's more. Yep, yep. I'm always building them. So because we can, darn it. That's the whole idea. So open this up. Let me go ahead and open this up. See if it opens up for me. All right. There it is. There is the book. Even for me, it says, give me your email and I'll let you see the book. Fine. I'm not doing it though. Right. So I guess I will continue. Now it opens up and gives me the book. Look at this. This is beautiful. And then we go through it. This is some fire stuff, y'all, if I do say so myself. Now imagine this. These are absolutely, the kind of things that Ashley and I were talking about earlier today. We were talking about those things. Oh, can you see these? Make sure I got it up there. Did y'all see that? Yeah, I think y'all saw it. Wait a minute. Here it is. Yep. So you see, this right here is absolutely the kind of stuff that we need, especially now. AI is forcing a lot of people to leave situations, leave jobs. It is all kinds of stuff. And we don't want to burn bridges because once AI has become mainstream and they start hiring again, there we are, right? We got to know this stuff, leave well, and then strategies to exit gracefully and successful career transitions. So I hope that this has been something that you can hold on to today. 30 minutes of fire. Buy me some coffee if you want to jump in. And if you want to work with me personally, then you've got all the ability to do it. Get on my calendar, or you can just DM me. Because getting on the calendar is like, ugh, what? DM me, says, man, let's work together.